Man United won. Arsenal won. Well, hey yo,
You said it.
hey yo, listen.
You win.
Lucky enough. Yo, 15th for you.
Not lucky.
Oh yeah, lucky
Not
enough.
lucky. It's not lucky if you've got a great goalkeeper who makes great saves.
Yeah, he put you 1-0 down as well, didn't he?
He did.
So you better make up for it. Yeah? You know what I mean?
You know what? That's the sort of slightly frustrating thing about it. I thought he was at fault on the goal.
He was.
He was stood too far over to one side, right, and then allowed Bruno Fernandes far too much room. And I just thought, like, it's Bruno. You've got to have respect this guy. This guy is one of the best guys on free kicks in the league. And we were saying it. There's not a lot of free kick experts around, but Bruno is one of them. And also, I mean, listen, I'm not going to moan about this, but there has been a lot of talk that the wall was too far back.
Yeah, 11.2 instead of the thing. Listen, Raya idiot, yeah?
Cheats.
Raya, yeah? You see? Deflection.
Cheats.
Oh, there's been a thing. Where's our wall? Why didn't I put the wall back? It was 11.2. It should have been 12. No.
By the way, I never said nothing about 11.2, and I did say I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, but you're trying to drop it in there.
Cheats.
We don't care about no 11.2. Yeah? Don't come in with that. We're 14th, trying to survive through to get through to the Europa League, yeah? You man slapped up PSV 7 this, whatever. Yeah, what did you said to me as well, hey, mind yourself, you know.
Yeah?
You said, which mine?
I thought, to be honest, right, I was thinking we win like 3-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? But then I did say to you earlier, I said, before the game, I said it'd be tighter than most people think because you got to raise it for these games. And you got your tactics right, you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to ask you. Is that on the tactics thing? Because, I said it before the game as well. Like, if we are going to we've got to sit back. West Ham did it to you. Forest did it to you. PSV, you were saying that they didn't respect you. Thought, let's go for it open and got mashed up. Did Man United get it spot on tactically today?
He got it. Listen, I've been very critical of Ruben Amorim since he's come in, thinking, let's keep playing this free at the back. Wing backs flying. Bro, this is the Premier League. You can't do that in every game. You got to, In this game, he didn't do that. He was more like a back five. Yeah. He crowded the midfield. He squeezed our wide players right so they couldn't get any joy. And that's what Arsenal have been struggling with, especially since Christmas. You know what I mean? We've been struggling with that, and then we've got no options off the bench to change games. Thankfully, Rice scored a great goal to kind of bring us back into it. But
and that shows you, innit, that it's him to do it, like the attackers, nothing there.
We've seen that even the other night with the 7 goals. It weren't all attackers that scored those goals, exactly. You know what I mean? So that's been Arsenal's eternal problem. That's why we're not going to win the league this season, because of that, you know what I mean? So he got his tactics right with that. And listen, sometimes you've got to know where you are. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. You're like you said, you're 15th. It's not the United, like, battling for top 4. I think you've got to go gunno at Arsenal, get picked off, get battered before a very important game that you got on Thursday night.
But
so
he got it right. He got it right. But also, does this show where Arsenal are, though? Because, you're supposed to be going for the league. Obviously, it was done before you got here. You're facing 15th in the league. You know what I mean? You just come off the back of a good win and stuff, and it's like, you're supposed to mash this team up. And actually, if we even go back to the FA Cup game again, we were probably about 14th then as well. 10 men, you can't get it done.
I just said it earlier. That's our eternal problem, especially since the turn of the year. We can't, when teams sit ultra deep, we struggle. We struggle to break them down. If we don't do it early in a game, we struggle. We saw it we played Everton, 0-0. We played West Ham, 1-0. Couldn't fit all the possession. We played Nottingham Forest, dominated the game. We struggled.
Teams worked you out in that way.
They have, yeah.
Like, there's no plan B.
And then there's no options off the bench. So that's what Liverpool have. They've got options. They can throw on your Cody Gakpos, the Elliots, you know what I mean, Nunes, loads of... We ain't got that. You saw today, we're bringing on Kieran Tierney.
Good cross from him.
Great cross. Well, we're bringing on...
Did his job.
He's not going to score a goal, is he? So this is the problem with Arsenal, you know what I mean? And a bit like we just got a cup competition to play for, you know what I mean? And, maybe, sometimes in a cup competition where you ain't got to go for it all the time and you could kind of, it might suit us. But the league's done. The league was done. Even if you won today.
Don't mean nothing.
Liverpool won yesterday. I think they were 13 points ahead. You're not pulling that back.
But is there a worry? You've got to make sure you stay in the top 4, mate.
No, we will. I mean, even Man City lost yesterday. Yeah. We ain't not gonna make top 4. I mean, that would be a disaster if we didn't.
Sackable offence, that.
We'll make top 4. We'll make top 4. We'll probably finish second. You know what I mean? So But, you know, they got to address the issues that are seen week in, week out, Arsenal, which do not have those, you know, with Saka out, with Jesus out, with Havertz out. You know what I mean? They left us short. Going back to that game when we played you in January, should have bought a player right at the start of January. We knew we had the Carabao Cup, went into that light. We knew we had that game with you, went into that light, and then every game since. You know, so it's getting even boring talking about it because every Arsenal fan knows what the issue is, you know?
I think from our point of view today, I think it was very important that we didn't get embarrassed or, you know, humiliated. And I remember I said the manager's talking about surviving.
Yeah.
And I think he got his... I know a lot of Old Trafford in the first half would have been like, that was boring for Man United. Obviously, we went in 1-0 up, so it changes the complexion of it. But I think it was spot on. Conserve energy. We haven't got players like that to be running around, and we haven't got the depth on the bench. I thought Aiden Heaven, listen, coming in to play against his old team, it's not easy at half time.
Man, he caught the
Listen,
ball.
man, if you head it onto I comes off another part. Come off another part of his body,
flex.
man. You know what I mean?
The guy caught the ball literally with both
Yeah, but hit off
hands.
his head. He's unlucky.
It's not unlucky. His hand's in an unnatural position. He nearly caught the ball. Listen, that to me is handball. I was shocked that weren't given, right?
Yeah. But then you scored straight after
Thankfully,
anyway.
Rice scored straight after,
Yeah.
so I think that would have been a big talking point. You know what I mean? Anthony Taylor, a dreadful referee anyway.
He was for both teams
But,
as usual.
you know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm like...
But he did well defensively, though. You know what I mean? Against
You're
Martinelli,
saying that now,
he
but
did.
the narrative would have been
No,
different. because
I would have said the kid made a mistake. That's fine.
The
But
narrative
I
would have
don't
been
think they
different,
give those though. If it comes off your thigh and goes onto your arm, if it comes off your head, they don't give those.
Guy's caught
Doesn't
the
matter if he
ball.
done it twice.
He's caught the ball, man. He's
Yeah,
got
but
a
from
hand.
his head. From his head.
no.
Oh, don't blame the rules. Don't blame the rules.
No, listen,
But-
if that happens Thursday, Sociedad.
No. No, Europa League, different competition, mate. Different thresholds. Yeah, in Europe they get given. You got to remember, we had that night in Paris when the Kimpembe the thing. So it happens. You know what I'm saying?
That's handball, man.
But I have to say, I just think we frustrated you. I think actually we deserved to win that game. I do think you was lucky. I know. Well, he made the saves. He made the saves, but. We should have put you to bed. We should have put you to bed with the chances that we had. And that, for me, in the context of where we are, which is not in a good place, I think that's a good performance from us. I didn't expect to see that.
I said it earlier. I was saying to some guy earlier, I think he took it like a disrespect. I said, I don't mean no disrespect, right? But United have to realise where they are right now.
Absolutely.
They're 15th, you know what I mean? And so you're playing
play
like
like
a team in 15th, which is, you know, teams in that position sit deep. And say, we're not going to go all out attack on Arsenal, City,
Liverpool.
you know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? Because you get destroyed. So, you know what I mean? The tactics was...
So he is
was
adapting.
Right. And I think for the first time I've saw him
done that
adapt.
against
and
all the big teams.
He's got to do this more. But,
Yeah, but you can't do that when you're at home against
but the thing
them.
is,
That's the problem.
I think the thing is
you
that
can't
you
do
can
that
it against us.
Yeah.
And your fans will be like, well, I'll take
This game
that, you know what I mean?
suits us,
Because,
yeah.
we didn't get embarrassed in that. But if it's like, you know, you're playing a lesser
Ipswich
team.
at home. Remember,
Yeah.
he couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Wolves
and
have got to come here. Leicester was close. Southampton.
Yeah.
That's where we're in trouble. But all ahead to Thursday, and obviously you're already through. So
Listen, I think
yeah, man.
I think to be fair, I think you guys will get. I saw the game against Sociedad. I think you outplayed them. You know, right at the end you dropped. But then you know the only interesting thing is going to be for me in that game. I think you'll get through, but will it be that they're going to be what you did today now, and now you got to attack? Is that going to be?
But they have to. Well, both teams have to win though. So
it's 1-1, isn't it?
yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
and you don't want to be taking it to the dreaded penalties and nothing like that.
Extra time. No, I do not.
Big game.
We out of here.